Hi there, my name's Colin Gray and I'm going to talk briefly about what is a podcast. It's one of the most common questions when people try to get into podcasting at the start, because there's a really common misconception that just standard audio files are podcasts. Because anyone can just take a recording, record someone on a dictaphone or on their mobile phone, and then that audio file can then be uploaded to a website, and then most people think that that is then a podcast. But the thing that separates a podcast from a simple audio file is the act of allowing subscriptions. So as soon as you upload an audio file to a podcast hosting website, then that podcast hosting website produces a subscription feed called an RSS feed. And it's the fact that that RSS feed allows people to subscribe to your podcast, that's what turns it from an audio file into a podcast. So just an audio file on its own is just an audio file, but as soon as people can subscribe to that audio file or your series of audio files through RSS feeds, that's what turns them into a podcast. So I suppose a really simple extra explanation is around a podcast refers to a series of audio files, whereas a podcast episode is one episode of that podcast. So one audio file would be a podcast episode. That's when you just record episode 1, say you're going to talk about one topic, and that is one episode of your podcast. Whereas when you talk about a podcast, that is actually a series. For example, a TV series, you would talk about EastEnders or Friends. That's a series, a TV series, and a podcast is similar in that it's a series of episodes. Okay, so I hope that explains what a podcast is, what separates a podcast from an audio file, and what are really the difference is between a podcast and a podcast episode. Okay, so if you're interested in signing up for podcast hosting, you can sign up with thepodcasthost.com, which is my site, and I'll be happy to help you over there with any more of your podcasting questions. Thanks for watching.